select fire, but instead of giving it to the Prowler, give it to the Hemlock. Just see what happens if I give it to the Hemlock.
Hemlock already has select fire, man.
No, for like the hop up that makes it auto.
It still has select fire. Like, how would you just alternate it between 3 of them instead?
Well, you can make the 301 single fire, but it didn't stop them from putting an anvil receiver in it.
Yeah, but that was different. Because that actually just made their single fire buffed. It didn't make a select fire of a select fire gun.
The single fire actually wasn't single fire. You shot two bullets at once.
Yeah, you just shot 2 bullets at once. It pretty much just made the single fire do more damage.
Yeah, but that's what it is. It's a buff to a select fire that already exists. So a select fire for the Hemlock would just buff the single fire into auto.
But what if you wanted to use single fire on it? Would that just be completely gone away? Because there's sometimes
pick up the select fire attachment.
Because there's times whenever the select fire is very useful for the Hemlock. If you're shooting from range, the single shot is
then don't
useful.
pick it up. You don't have to pick up the hop.
But that's the thing. What if you want if there's a select fire, you'd want both of those. You'd want the ability to do both.
Well, then pick up the flatline. It's a gimmick for the Hemlock. If you want the Hemlock for its original purpose, don't pick up the select fire.
It's funny it's funny you're acting like you couldn't just select 3 different things, because you could always do that. That's what I was saying.
You could, but why?
Just because you don't like the single fire on it doesn't mean that like a lot of people wouldn't like it.
Well, then maybe they don't want. Maybe they prefer the burst and just the single fire. It's a select fire. It's an option.
But that's exactly it. It's like if you have another option, you'd want to use all the options if you have the ability.
No.
Just a bit
it away. They could take it away and tell you to deal with it.
Oh, well, they could, but I don't see them doing that.
There's 3 purple death boxes over here. Well, you can't see them just taking away an option and saying deal with it. Because they did that with the Prowler. You don't have the select fire for it.
Well, no, they didn't really take away an option. They took away a hop that made it so that you could do it. They didn't take away an option that's always been in the game. Like it had always been in the game. The single fire has always been on the Hemlock. Yeah, but it's a hop. It's different. Like, it's different if it's a hop because you can't, like, you're gonna, if you jump in and you pick up a Prowler, it's gonna be burst fire because you don't have the select fire. But it's something that you have to get.
Oh, there's another.
There's not another team. It's just us in there.
Or it could take away the burst. You know, it doesn't have to take away the single fire. It could just take away the burst, and you can go from single fire to auto.
Oh, she's hurt.
She's dropped. I got 2 headshots on in a row.
We're pushing them. Oh, she's hurt.
The Wraith got back up with a fucking...
I dropped one, but she's probably going to get back up. Pushing this Wraith. Oh, she didn't like that.
Recharging shields.
Wraith is down again. Thank you.
Took out an enemy. Reload.
Recharging my shields.
Brad, what you doing?
Shields. Arc star out. Arc star out.
20, 35, so 55 damage on him.
90 on him. Oh my god, dude! I didn't get any of those fucking kills at all.
Thank you, Mastiff. You actually did something for me.
We were all in on that though. Like we all got our licks in.
Like I dropped the Wraith, but she ended up getting back up, so I ended up only getting the assist.
I was doing some damage with the Mastiff, but I wasn't able to drop nobody. They kept just barely ducking out of it. But then I seen the other care pack, and I was like, well, let me go grab this Mastiff. I didn't know it was in there. But I